Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the semifinals of the Open League. I'm joined by my co-caster, Colgate.
Hello. Hey.
Today we have a match for you between PSA and SJSU. Of course, it's PSA Academy, well, Penn State Academy, and San Jose State University. Our maps tonight will be PSA, who picked Border, Bank, picked by SJSU, and the decider will be Villa. Colgate.
Yeah.
What do you think about the match?
PSA beat IIT to get here in the quarterfinals, and SJSU beat CMU to get here. And what's on the line is a chance in the finals and promotion, correct?
Yes, the top three teams in this bracket will get promoted.
Yeah, so a lot to play for tonight.
Indeed. What these teams have in stores, I believe they're both ready. Let me just make sure that bring it on them. Like they're
Caden, could you get off our team,
thinking
please?
about it.
They're thinking about being ready.
Thinking about being ready.
We don't want.
Yeah.
I can't have you flexing on me.
I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this. Unfortunately, I had the privilege to play against PSA in my time playing in the Open League, and they were a very formidable opponent. So I'm like really looking forward to seeing how this extra month of practice since I last watched/played them is going to be. They have a really great team with Arms, one of the best fraggers in the league, I would say.
Definitely good fragger. He's their captain as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and so I don't know. I'm really, really excited to see how this goes, and it'll be interesting to see how things turn out on Border.
Banning first will be SJSU. It seems like they know what they're going. As though they know what they want to do starting out. First will be banned is Montaigne, operator that is quite strong in giving information to. If I'm not mistaken, we've seen PSA use him a lot in the past, so not at all surprising. Good opening move.
Yep, definitely. All right, and we'll see who PSA bans Blackbeard. Always good for peeking, I guess.
Blackbeard is really strong on playing things like air conditioner window map, so I can understand that. Blackbeard honestly seems like more of a less of a we don't want them to have this because it's essential to our strategy or essential to their strategy. It's we don't want to deal with that, so we're gonna make it go. And they'll end up funding.
Yeah, we don't want.
Jaeger is an interesting ban here.
Nasty. Yeah.
As with Jaeger off the board, Ying has even fewer counters already done. Mira not too surprising. A lot of teams like to ban Mira for defense. Make your strats without Mira involved. You can sometimes catch it.
But that does mean we will be having Echo and Maestro in play as well, which I know can make life very, very difficult for attackers.
Difficult.
We will see a Maestro being taken by Maestro to Echo. Maestro again. He is playing as Maestro, but no Echo. And a Habana for the hard breach for this armory attack. Oh, Thermite. I need to stop talking. they switch off of everybody who I say, so.
They hear you talking to it. They're like, nope, we gotta keep him off guard. We can't let him have this one.
They're listening.
Bandit for SJSU suggests that you might want a bandit trick. What they decide to use that for. It might just be, they want to throw the batteries on the wall for another day.
Yeah, and we are seeing the Ying being brought, which I
think that was intentional. They want to remove the Jaeger and use the Ying to just get really decisive, quick pushes. At the same time, there is no smoke. PSA, which might kind of hurt that initiative. Nonetheless, we'll see how well it goes.
Ooh, yeah. No Capital. I know a lot of teams have been bringing him lately for that smoke and, of course, the asphyxiating. think he's kind of getting
Buff
more
makes him a lot stronger
popular,
than he
sort
already
of
was.
with.
He was already pretty strong.
Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't look like he'll be bandit tricking, but he does just put 2 of those batteries on armory wall. Yeah, drop it and get out of there.
Get him out of here. We'll see. Legion into playing in the red hall. No, he'll back. He will think otherwise to back off to support Kitten with an AK. Putting the mute on wall. Mute check. Nope, she'll back away from that. Strike will immediately push into break room, however, being added all of this ground for basically nothing at all, as there will not be a single member of SJSU playing in the area. Will mean a very early control over monitors for PSA.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe it didn't look like that SJSU opened up any hatches or has any downstairs presence, and they kind of already have, you know, backed up into that half of the map with the site.
Very true. Every single member of SJSU is playing essentially on the site. Means that PSA will have a significant advantage in just having a lot of map control here, not having to deal with the roamers at all.
Yeah, not have to do any roam clearing and having pretty much 2 minutes to execute as they please.
Jeremiah opening up the armory wall, giving his teammates that angle of approach now. Backed up by the Ying on the drone. Ooh, the shots through the explosion, though. There goes Jaws. Unfortunately, not going to work out for them, but as we talked about, Femo will just run in and try to get the plant off with Jump Guy back behind him. Shots are bringing out flashes as well. Femo will find one. There goes Stutter, and there goes Bladehawk as well. Flash number 2 will come out, and delaying the retake even further.
Yeah, can't tell. It doesn't look like they're going to even be able to push into CC either to get a flank off, because Strike on... Oh, I take that back. Strike gets taken out over in break room, and Bandit on Arcturus is over in CC now trying to get the flank off.
This is what happens when you don't have a Jaeger to counter the Ying, and Arcturus unfortunately will fall. The Jump Guy and Femo will find, I believe that was a 3K on the round. It was.
It's very well executed.
Now, I'm not saying that I predicted that, but I kind of predicted.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you said it right from the get-go that Jaeger ban, very, very specific. You kind of know how they want to attack this map.
Worked very well.
I mean,
it caught SJSU completely off guard, getting completely run over by the Candelas. We'll see them try to defend the upstairs once more. Perhaps they are going to be a little bit more prepared for it this time, as the Femo will the exact same thing. I'll run Ying again. Makes sense. It could be a bait. They might switch off of the Ying in favor of something else now.
I mean, same lineup from the defense.
Same lineup exactly.
This round.
If I'm not mistaken. On both sides.
Yeah, I think both sides. I don't know. I would like to see SJSU maybe spread out a little more, or at least kind of try to delay the attack a bit. Maybe try to burn some utility, not... Especially with that Ying. Those Candelas, if you're all bunched up on site, they're going to be very effective like we just saw. And I don't know, just try something else. Or,
the Ying push by itself is incredibly strong. Just like giving them the Ying push and not slowing them down, like by playing in monitors, for example, or just even playing in Red Hall itself, really hurt them in the long run. As you said, it just let them push people onto the site and kill the defenders that were essentially just grouped up in armory lockers, and then force the retake to happen. We will see Nick playing in monitors this time, which might be a little bit of a audible.
Yeah, I think that, you know, they did a pretty decent job with what was it? It was Arcturus. I hope I'm saying that right. He did a pretty good job taking out Strike on Zofia for the retake. And, you know, it's like if you are more spread out coming back on the site, you have a better chance on that retake, hopefully, with some of that utility being taken. And they did have that initial frag. So I don't know. There are definitely things to learn from that first round, and we'll see if they can adapt.
Well, we saw Nick look to possibly play in monitors. He'll opt to back away from that. Not really leaving, again, any resistance on the monitors or the break room. He will impact the wall. Give some resistance on the doorway of break room. I'm sure Strike will very shortly look to challenge that, as he'll open up the window as well, just to give Nick something extra to worry about. Well, Nick will now look to move back towards the Red Hall and now back away towards the site, not wanting to get picked off, but he will leave behind a small present. He'll get countered instantly by Arms on the IQ. Well, Jaws with the Claymore on the door will opt to open up the wall once more, backed up by Gemini.
Yeah, no bandit triggering that time either.
Ball's now open, and Femo appears to be a little ways away. Not quite ready to support his team just yet in that push. They'll be very worried about the east stairs. That sightline could be devastating if they do end up utilizing that against them.
Yeah, it does look like they know that the Legion is over there, and they're just a little bit cautious. But they have a minute 25 left, so...
Bladehawk will find one. There goes Fimo and all of the Yin Candelas that they would want to use normally. Nick will fall, however, as well to Jaws. Nibbing the flank. No flank for you, sir. As well as no more goo mines. With the arms repel on Sandwich Window, and will down Bladehawk for his time, but will get immediately refragged by Stutter. 3-3 with a full minute left in the clock for the attackers. They have a lot of time to work with here, but Strike will look to make a push here as well. Ooh, and the shot from downtown, Kitten with an AK will find him as well. Now all three defenders are stacked up to hold this wall. The last two members of PSA trying to make this push work in the end. Arcturus will find one in Jaws, and last man standing will be Jump Guy, not able to land the shots, and Arcturus will find a double kill on the round.
Yeah, fantastic job that time. I think Arcturus made some really nice shots there, and I think losing that Ying, you don't have a Jaeger, you just have to kill her.
Make the bad man go.
Yeah, and that's, you know, again, they didn't have smokes, they didn't really, you know what I mean? It's like when you put so much of your...
They wanted the Wombo combo.
On one
they unfortunately were not able to make it happen in that round.
Yeah. So now they're going Vents Workshops. Of course, not quite as easy to defend as Armory.
Not as easy, but still very similar. Both sites hinge very heavily on holding Armory lockers for as long as possible. Yeah, just this time. Yeah, so I guess we'll see. They do have to split their defenses a little bit more this time. We'll see Kitten with an AK opt away from the mute onto a Valkyrie instead. Different team additional information as Echo as Echo has not been played so far in this series, which is a little interesting. Teams tend to rely very heavily on playing the Echo.
Yeah, we had Bladehawk tease us with it in that very first round, but I think it looks like he is enjoying his time on Maestro.
Let's be honest here. Go to hold left click and kill an entire team.
Yeah, the Alda is so good. I love that. And I think he got at least one kill last round for it. I think he actually killed Fimo. Yeah. LMG versus LMG in that situation.
For a relatively standard setup though coming out from PSA. They'll have to try to hold B from above and from the site next door. Arcturus playing towards the wall. He might try to Bennett trick this time, as he will actually play upstairs, but I guess only time will be able to tell. PSA will spawn from the exact same location for the third round and throw out from break room. I push through the break room and into the building.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't, neither of the obvious upstairs defenses, but, you know, they're still defending upstairs. SJSU has not held break room aggressively at all. And that's a bad thing. They did a good job last round, being able to have Nick on the Legion just kind of harass from East Stairs and Office. Not sure how many people they actually have upstairs on defense right now. It's at least 2.
SJSU will be very worried about that sandwich window. Arcturus will narrowly miss the wall bang coming out from the outside balcony. They will both look to try to hold this as long as possible. That guy will be able to open up this wall already in the round with barely a minute and a half off of the clock. Meanwhile, Arcturus will look to try to hold this angle. Catch somebody off guard.
Yeah, just the stare down, but they don't actually know they're staring each other down.
Nick wants to push in here, but I don't think that they know that Arcturus is around the corner. Double push, one from Femo, the other being backed up by Strike. And the double kill from the wall, this is what we talked about. They just didn't know. Arms will refrag after 2 kills. Femo down as well as Strike. That's a lot
Maestro
of...
still upstairs.
Again, like, that's the majority of their utility that they planned to plant off. Dangerous.
Yeah, And IQ at least does have the breaches, just in case.
He didn't see Bladehawk. Oh, no, now he will. Okay. Okay, I was going to be like, oh, no. Not like this. He will spot out Bladehawk. We look to back away towards the archives now. Trying to buy as much time for his team as possible. I want to point out that Maestro is an operator that becomes better and better the longer he stays alive, and playing offside is not safe. Playing offside is rather dangerous. He'll now essentially just be trapped in this corner of archives. His arms is now waiting for him to push back across. Denying a lot of that utility.
Yeah, he is wasting a lot of time, though, for the attackers, because the attackers are going to need to push, and they know he's there.
20 seconds left with the clock and counting. Definitely running out of time here. They have to make some sort of push onto the site. On the first floor, Arms and Jump Guy and Jaws looking to push onto the side itself. Thunder will get the smoke off, and the shotgun will find Jump Guy. Upstairs, Bladehawk will fall to the jump out. Still Thunder just around the corner with the shotgun. It's not looking good for the Thatcher. He'll hear it and get the drop off. Last man is armed, and he's just so far away. Smoke will not give him the kill.
Defense.
Live again. Great defense. They were able to get the fix and win. Removing the Ying early on. Denying them a lot of that utility that was much needed.
Yeah. It was a great defense. I think, that the bullet hose of the Alda is just such a great gun on defense. And I've seen people increasingly roam with Maestro, or at least play offsite, and I always was like, oh my gosh, why would you ever do that? And then every time I cast a game and I see these Maestros, or watch Pro League and I see like Maestro play, say, in Tower on Oregon or something like that, is so useful. Like they're just able to like hold angles that Maestro is able to hold angles that other operators aren't, just because of his gun. And we see Bladehawk, like, prime example of it.
I think that PSA has kind of recognized that maybe the Ying is no longer working. They'll instead opt to shift away from the Ying onto a class. He has been getting picked off quite a bit. So.
And we're also seeing a Frost being taken.
Honestly, Frost counters the glass pretty well, because you can't see the mats.
Yeah. Alright.
Because of the slight rotation, they will opt to go for Teller's bathroom. Teams often tend to go for customs instead. Both sites are, I would say, equally difficult to hold under most situations.
Yeah, and I mean, this isn't necessarily their map. Obviously, SJSU didn't ban it, so maybe they do have some sort of specific strategy for the site.
Here's
maybe we see that with that Frost being taken. Yeah, really know how to like potentially shape this defense. And it does look like, they're putting a lot of control, at least in the downstairs, across the map. Like, wide hold, and Arcturus is going upstairs.
Could argue you might even be trying to bandit truck this wall up here in offices. A lot of time, like, the attackers push onto the upstairs for the light hinges on taking the wall. Can't, like, see where he ends up playing, as Arcturus really hasn't tricked that much so far in the series. Reasonable to assume that he may not be doing so now.
And I'm not sure if he put down his utility anywhere
He put
else.
on the teller's wall.
So he does
Yes,
only
two.
have the 2 charges. So he could try it, but I don't know. He does really only need to get 1, because if he's able to get 1 of the charges, they can't open up the upstairs.
Yes, they will already. Ooh, they're through the wall. Sutter will find 1. That's a rolling smoke. That is a rolling smoke. Oh, you know what? Sure. I guess it worked. Well, he was able to look for some early aggression here on the passport check, but they will get immediately shut down by the shotgun from behind. Strike will lose his life for the push.
And Stutter's still holding that angle aggressively. Or, well, still holding in the position. And now he's peeling off.
That's not what to do. There we go.
Z heard the arms.
Wait, Stutter lived? What? What?
Yeah.
Oh, Stutter will get away with his life, being very lucky. Bladehawk will suppress down the corridor, being backed up by Femo Demo on the main doorway. Trying to force Blackhawk away so they can finally cut off Stutter and remove him. To get some sort of rotation back toward the site. He's gonna get away! No one's there to stop him! And he's out of there!
The sneakiest smoke in history.
Well, Kid with an AK will find Jaws. No more Thatcher for you. Back into Elf. SJSU's attack just getting completely stopped in its tracks, but Arms will find the kill all the way from luggage check. There she goes. 2 versus 4 in favor of the defenders with not even a minute left. Fuck.
And there goes Stutter on the
They're
smoke.
playing a little bit aggressively, I would say, for the smoke at that point in the round, but still nonetheless, you will take. That will end up resulting in demise. Upstairs, we will find 2 members. Actually, no one is currently on the actual site. Blackhawk will attempt to hold it all the way from servers, while his 2 teammates above. So now waltz into bathroom, uncontested here. Phenomenal will find Bladehawk as well. No rotation for you. We'll see Arcturus drop the hatch, look for a kill onto 1. There goes Jump Guy. The free fire will not connect. Jumps will fall. I will get the kill onto Arcturus. Last man will be Nick. Have to get this retake. He'll run directly into the glass. There goes Femo Demo, and the plant will most likely. No, he won't plant just yet. Trying to stay alive, looking for the free fire around the corner. The Nick will not be able to find it. Arms the kill and the clutch for his team. SA will look to try to stabilize the round.
Yeah. Now we are at 2-2. Yes, 2-2. Yeah, great work from Arms there. I don't know. Just that communication. They were able to really pull things together. Get that execute. And we are
incredibly
back
risky
upstairs.
for Arms not to go for the plan.
Yeah, no, it's one of those situations where you look great if you pull it off, but you look horrible if you don't, you know? And he was able to pull it off, so we can't say anything. But and I think this is the exact same thing we saw in the second round, minus sans the Glaz instead of the Ying. Both sides staying pretty consistent almost every single round. Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for Strike at this point. He's the person that they send in first to find out where the bad guys are, so they can. As he's died all 4 rounds.
Yeah. I think he did. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, his utility has been useful too. Like he was able to take out the Maestro cam. That was up on.
Historically, he's done quite well. You know.
Yeah.
Being the human drone is never fun.
Yeah. Big the bait. So yeah, we see Nick.
It's like when you're playing and you see somebody start running through a door, and you're like, you know what? No, I'm gonna let this guy go first, so I know where he is.
Yeah, I'll let him. I'll let him gather that information for me. Is it pad those stats? But yeah, we'll see if they actually hold. Nick's playing East Stairs. Looks like he might do it. Kind of run out, or
he's been
just
doing
trying
this
to
a
keep
lot
on
so
their
far
toe.
in this series.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that they haven't really attempted holding CC or break at all, but it's worked for them. And Arms is able to take out Nick there. No more toxic babes.
PSA will mix it up now, looking for an obvious push as opposed to what they have been doing in the past, which is a push through monitors itself. To open up the wall of obs that we talked about in the last round. Very important for clearing out this upstairs, or in this case, the site. Nick is lying in wait above on the shelves. I don't know if they're going to be able to notice her here or not, but she'll back away from that now.
Yeah. We'll see if she tries to get back up to her perch. I think that's... There's a cat joke in there somewhere, right?
Yeah. Getting back up on the scratching post.
Yeah. Yeah, back up there.
Ooh, narrowly missing the kill on, I believe that was IQ all the way across the way. Oh, wait. I gotta find out how wrong it wasn't IQ because IQ's downstairs. It was somebody.
I think it might have been the Zofia strike.
Might have been. And striking. Ooh, the nitro cell from above. No kill for you, but it will get the thermite charge. That'll slow down their push just a little bit, and that means that the wall will not be breached.
Yeah, happy little
arguably
accident.
just as good as a kill.
Yeah. And that Maestro cam being disabled by Jaws.
He'll try to look away, but he won't be able to do it. That's a meme.
Don't really know what they're doing.
Of Gadget. Spike will look for it. Will get jumped out on, and Blazehawk will find him. Unfortunately, not able to get the kill for himself. However, Jump Guy is now in the site, getting a plant off, backed up by Febo Demo on the glass, looking through the smoke, using that to his advantage. Find one push of Kitten with an AK. He'll stop the plant and down Febo Demo from behind. Attackers. I'm sorry. One defender still remaining against two attackers, still very much up and alive for the attackers. Possible wall here, but it will not connect. There goes Arms now in a 1v1 situation. Jaws has to get the kill here, and they'll find it! The close rounds again! Oof. PSA likes PSA making it close.
Yeah, and I don't think that they knew that Femo was down there. But it's a very valiant effort from Kit with an AK. And they will be going back upstairs again. Like, ooh, we might be seeing something different from PSA this time. Something very different. The Jackal, Ash, Capitao. That's at least 2 operators that, if there isn't a 6th pick, that we haven't seen so far. And a Vigil as well from Strike. So both teams changing it up quite a bit this round.
I'm just Ted.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
4 strike.
With the 2. Yeah, 4 strike.
4 strike. Yeah,
the human drone.
The side switch. We'll start to see whether or not on the border. What was their map? It's worth pointing out that PSU, Penn State's team that is currently in the Invite League, known for how well they play border. It's quite possible that they've taught their academy counterpart.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. the meme that is PSU on border.
PSU just wins border.
Yeah, facts. I would assume that their counterparts have practiced with them, taught them the secrets, the tricks.
It's the free team to scrim with.
Yeah. It's the I don't even know. We're seeing some interesting outputs.
Hold on a second. I gotta look at this. Did he not just throw it on the wall? Am I insane? Oh, we put it.
Ooh, he put it behind the.
Oh, I thought he didn't throw that up high enough. Am I insane?
That's interesting.
It is interesting. But I'm confused.
And it does look like Jumpy Guy will be opting towards that Echo instead of the Maestro on the fence here.
I want to see what it's supposed to do. Already we'll see SJSU look to push the wall. And open that up for themselves. Blazehawk will look for the breach now, and Jaws will back away from that, not wanting to risk his life. Instead, will look to push in here. But trying to get the pre-fire on the man planting. With Sutter just able to walk in for free like that, a plant is entirely possible in this situation, as they have the Capitao to do time movement, they have the smokes. They put, ooh, the cheeky Claymore from around the corner. I feel like that might get somebody.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Here's a little to watch the flank here with his little bot hole on the wall. Meanwhile, a push onto the site will happen as Nick will find one in Jaws. There he goes now. SJSU plant. The Nitro Cell from below will find one kill. There goes Nick. Time. The plant will still not go off. Kill number 2, Strike will find Stutter as well. Able to play all the way back from that office. Blazehawk will find one in Strike now off the board. Strike will finally go down, but Kit with an AK will fall as well. As now look, Blazehawk has to fight for his life here. Smoked off in the corner and trapped against the lockers. Arcturus will find Arms, and Blazehawk will find Jump Guy, but he'll finally go down to the smoke. 11. Arcturus and Fimbo Demo now in a 1 versus 1. 48 seconds left in the clock.
Interesting to see how these callouts come through. What kind of utility? Oh my god! The cheeky called it, man. That. Oh my goodness.
Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot it was there.
I know. Oh my god. That's the oh my gosh. That's the heart in your throat sort of moment. God.
Came down to the wire, but the clutch claymore put it out for the SGS.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Go ahead and say it for him. Calculated.
Calculated.
Meant to do it. It was on purpose.
And there we see why. Oh my god! No words, no more words on that. We'll
Well,
same setup.
But we have identical setups once more.
Yeah.
For both teams. Opting for the home 6-pick off of the Valkyrie onto Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
You know, it just might. You know, I wasn't sure if he could pull it off, but we'll see if he does. Pulls off this incredibly controversial 6.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get to see that that camera placement this time.
I want to see what it's. I feel like I almost feel like he just didn't throw it high enough. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen one where people shoot out a TV and then throw it through that. But I guess, you know, that does take away a bit of camouflage, but then it also reduces your actual, like, field of view from it. I don't know if field of view is the right word to use there, but, you know. I don't know. Yeah, like, I think it reduces what you can actually see in the break room. And it did look like or not break room, in CC, it did look like he just put the camera in a different spot this time. So,
Right here on the wall.
yeah.
Getting slightly less fancy. Oh, no, 2 cameras. Try to hold monitors. A little curious, but nonetheless effective. Three people will huddle behind this AC unit looking to drone, as you do. Actors will take control of these stairs, lock down any rotations for the enemy team. Here's the SJSU will look to mix things up and instead go for an office take, similar to how PSU developed their strategy.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if those drones caught arms out, or if SJSU has any idea where arms actually is downstairs. Of course.
Arms played below last time, so it's reasonable to assume that he'll be downstairs once more. Claymore will get dropped down onto White Stairs itself. I'll prevent. Office wall will get opened up, and Bladehawk will look to leisurely push in. Cirrus on the drone will not spot anyone in Fountain, as they will not know that that is completely safe. Worth pointing out that the wall of archives itself is now completely. So Bladehawk will look to play very forward here into the shotgun of the smoke.
Barricade.
That is a little dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Did
he just get the charge? It looks like.
He canceled the charge placement, but he able to kill the toxic wave.
I gotcha.
For this wall of arc, why not other wall?
No, I think he might have just been trying to
Force the smoke out of position and Fimbo, then he'll get picked up by Stutter. Plant will already go down, dropped out by Bladehawk. The Nitrous will come out in response. Junk Guy will get fragged up by Kitten with an AK. Strike will find a refrag on Arcturus. With a flank with the Vigil. Meanwhile, from AC window, there goes one. Jaws will find Bladehawk in return. The plant will still not go down. While Jaws is bleeding out, tell his wife he loves her.
Oh, might get picked up.
Escape to his teammate for a quick pickup. Around the corner will come one!
Oh!
And there goes the kill by Nixties onto arms. That was a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah. Just like, I think sometimes I forget I'm supposed to be saying things in casting, and that's often around where that
Just gotta sit there and watch the game.
I just sit there and eyes glaze over, and I'm just like heart rate increases, just boom, and just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. You don't necessarily feel that when you're playing. I feel like when you're, oh my gosh, because you obviously don't get this. I don't even know, like third view, like this third party view of everything, all the action, and oh my gosh, it's like dramatic irony. Yeah, no, I think you should all thank me if I'm not eating popcorn while I'm casting this. That would not be. Oh, no. That would not make for. I think that's a big caster no. But yeah,
Instead of just casting, we just loudly eat food. There's a market for it.
That's some sort of like very weird niche. I know there are Twitch channels where people watch other people eat, and ones where people watch people play Siege. I don't know how much those two overlap. But anyways, we don't get an Ashe from Nick this round. He opts for the IQ instead. Otherwise, everything. No,
I mean, it's worth pointing out, like the usefulness of Ashe on this lineup, I would say is pretty significantly reduced aside from just, you know, it being a comfort pick. As you have Swiss Army Ashe already on your roster, like why not pick something with IQ? And when you see that your opponents are running things like Valkyrie, running things like Legion, IQ handles that very well.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's that. I mean, I don't really know how much of a nerf the Ashe losing her ACOG was, but I think that's just like
her win rate has increased.
Really? So
like,
it's not.
Ashe is incredibly strong when you play her aggressively, and by removing the ACOG, it forces people to play aggressively.
Yeah, and I think it's just like it's like the Fragger's delight, you know. So it's like that Fraggers have moved on to greener pastures. I know Joystick from Empire.
It's also worth pointing out that Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Joystick from Empire apparently, like, ever since they removed the ACOG, just like, he's like, nope, I'm just gonna play IQ instead. And because he wants that ACOG, and, you know, I think for your team, to a degree, that's better, you know? It's has pushed the game away, I guess, a little bit more from fragging and more, you know, actually taking Ashe when you want to have Ashe, you know, as opposed to the gun, I guess. I don't know.
So I need to play below here and get some sort of push onto the side. Oh, off the up windows, make the defenders look a bit less comfortable. Arms, I think, wants to try to Benetrick this, but he's a little bit in a dangerous position here. He should just get pre-fired around the corner. Bladehawk looks for flash number 2, but was it only slightly? The peek here, we'll find one. There goes Jaws, and there goes Arm. Okay, Bladehawk, your Thermite. If you died there, your team was kind of screwed.
With your bomb as well. Oh
yeah,
my
with
gosh.
the diffuser. Pushed into that. I mean, it works, so I can't knock him that much, but that was very dangerous indeed.
Yeah. So it looks like they have complete upstairs control. I'm sure they don't necessarily know that.
Arms and Jaws were the only two people playing on the upstairs. The drone here, we'll find the Echo. He can't see. We'll be able to see Echo on his camera now. Quite possible that Arms could get a wall bang off of this. Careful.
Putting up the floor, trying to get some angles. Ooh. Doing IQ things without the IQ gadget.
And they will spot out Jump Guy once more. They'll know exactly where he's at. Meanwhile, Thunderbolt will live his life. Corner of B, waiting for someone to jump at him. Thunderbolt will make a leisurely stroll now into the main entrance, now looking to push up metal stairs. No, I'll think about it. Now, going into customs itself.
I think just kind of...
Like, ooh, from around the corner, Strike will find Stutter now. Making up for his less than fruitful attacking side of the map. Nick will find Jump Guy as well. Goes your Echo off the board. Fimble will get pushed in on the site by Kitten, but there goes Bladehawk and the Diffuser, isolated completely from his team. I don't know if Strike knows, however, and Arcturus will find the final frag on Strike.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a pretty solid attack. I think that they maybe got a little bit too aggressive with the people who had the Diffuser, but their aim saved them. And I'm assuming communication too. You know, you can't completely say that was because of their aim. But yeah. Back to vents. PSU.
Back to vents.
Or PSA.
It's worth pointing out that SJSU is currently on match point on PSA's map.
Yeah.
It's gonna not feel too great for PSA. It's also worth pointing out that Border tends to be a defender-sided map.
Yeah.
PSA did play the first 5 rounds on attack. Obviously could be something that contributes to this, but again, so far the attack coming out from SJSU has been very effective.
Yeah, that I think it might have been all your eggs kind of in one basket with that Ying ban choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Banning out.
Like, the Ying worked great in the first round, but after that point, when they kind of knew what you wanted to do, nowhere near as effective, especially just like without like the smoke, for example, to back that plant up, became a very risky strategy.
Yeah.
As once Fimo Demo dies, as we saw, that kind of falls apart.
Yeah. It's just like all your utility leaning. I don't know. It's weird because it almost makes her have to play like a support character, or a support op. Because that utility becomes so crucial. Like you don't want to rush, or it's almost like this contradictory thing. Like she shouldn't be playing like a support op, but by being in that state, she kind of has to. So nobody wins. Or they don't win. Like they're doing what they did last round with 2 people, Fimo and Arms, playing upstairs
It's
in
worth
Armory.
pointing out that Smoke is playing not only off the site, but on the roam. It's perhaps just trying to slow down the attacker's push even more. Also worth pointing out that Fimo also might just want to jump back down onto the site. Already we'll see Nick pushing into Teller's back to the hit with the naked holding a flanking route. Arcturus will look at Rome already into the bathroom. Arms will not get picked off, however, as Arcturus will not be able to hold the angle fast enough. Arms not looking for the push. I think I think that he might know that they're in bathroom now. Pointing out. The Nitro Cell, though, might be able to find one. It'll go off, but not find any kills. Oof. Plenty of damage to both the Thermite and the Thatcher, however. Ooh, the Flick Shot around the corner. There goes Arcturus already. But the pre-fire, Bladehawk will find one. Will frag Bladehawk. Oh, no! We'll find one kill as well. There goes Kitten from above. Or to their advantage, Fimble will find her. And the Diffuser will be completely caught out. Nick will find Jump Guy as well. There goes your Echo. Now he looks for the frag above him. Now looking for the quick sprint away. But the man in Customs, ooh, narrowly misses the kill on the Nick. Look to pursue the kill. Not be able to find it. And to move himself onto the site by Stutter. The Claymore kill again! The man's still playing Customs! How do you not call that out? Strike will find Stutter! The plant will not go down just yet. Incredibly low. I think we'll see the shotgun around the corner, but not be able to get the kill. Hey, a light breeze will kill Nick at this point.
A light breeze will kill anyone at this point.
And a shotgun from the vault. There goes. By Fimo.
Well played. Yeah. I think maybe, we saw that in the other round with PSA on attack, where you have the situation where you definitely could have gotten the plant down and you didn't, and it could have, completely changed the dynamics at the end of that round.
But I think a bit of a break in communication, wherein we already saw Nick get shot significantly by the playing in Customs, and we saw Stutter immediately die to it in turn.
Mm-hmm.
Slight problem.
Yeah, we got Jumpy Guy going on Maestro this round, and Arms on Doc, and Strike on Ella. So these are all, I think, first-time picks for PSA. PSA, I don't believe is used. Well, back to the Legion. I need to stop. I need to wait until they 6-pick before I say anything. But still, Doc and Maestro, I think, coming out for the first time for PSA on their defensive side. And it is worth pointing out that they are back this upstairs site, which is obviously the easiest to defend. They are reinforcing the office wall this time, which is interesting. I don't think they had been doing that on their other defensive rounds up here.
Not previously. It's possible they just kind of they see that SJSU liked pushing in from this angle, and they want to kind of slow that down.
Yeah, or at least burn some of that utility, make it that they have to use thermite charges in more than one place. The last time they were able to thermite directly into the site easily. And we'll see if they actually keep any office presence this time as well, or more active defense.
The entirety of SJSU will spawn out in the location that we saw PSU spawn as well. We'll soon see whether or not they plan to push monitors or instead office. Already pushing the east stairs, getting that Claymore off, as we saw him do in the previous rounds. Difficult for the defenders to deal with.
It looks like he's gonna start maybe droning, or no, he just put a drone watching the stairs. There was one that might charge the hall and hold that long angle from break room.
Oh man, that timing.
Whew. Does look like they will be. Oh, they were able to breach into armory. I think that's both thermite charges used.
Both of Bladehawk's utilities have. Now he will embrace the frag mod. Arms will find Nick already. There goes the kill. I believe that was down Red Hall. Ash already off the board. He found the hitbox.
Yep. No, I hear all
team kill. Oh no! There goes Strike.
Oh my goodness.
Femo doing his best SJSU impression.
It's even now.
On the kills, Femo and jump down and look to hold the site. Was the drone, but they now know except where the Maestro's taken out. Jaws will look to play all the way across, backed up by Arms. SJSU has plenty of time to work with here, but they have to start making a push onto the site. They have to do something to make the defenders uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not on a platter, but obviously it's like their route has been chosen for them that they kind of do need to push through the armory wall. Oh. Ooh, that thing.
The sneakiest neck.
Yeah, no more gas canisters. 50 seconds left in the round. I don't even remember seeing Femo.
Arms will fall all the way across in opposites as Strike will find a kill onto Bladehawk with the goo mine itself. They will fall. There goes the Maestro now. Remaining two members of PSA looking to play a site. Arcturus and Stutter are split off from one another, but Arcturus has the diffuser. It'll be very dangerous if Arcturus gets fragged, as the Capital will have to traverse the entirety of the map. And nothing will find the frag onto him, and the prone man will come out around the corner and not able to get the kill. Push now, and will miss his shots. Jaws will find Arcturus. Will now go into overtime.
Whew. Yeah, that was hairy at the end. I think that could have gone either way. The health advantage was definitely on the side of SJSW, or SJS, oh my god, SJSU, and PSA, the SAS boys, held it down.
Hitting them with the sass.
Yeah, sass. Oh man.
PSA will go back on attack for overtime, as they did pick to attack for, as they were the first attacker on the map.
Yes.
Prince will see the exact same strategy come out from PSA as we saw before, opting for the Ying. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I think, if this works, I could definitely see SJSU banning Ying next time, just being like, I don't want to deal with that this time. Yeah, well, it also depends on, how much they gauge it as or how effectively they gauge it as being. I know some teams like to ban a hard breacher on Bank, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes. Here, go. Alright, so they are upstairs, like we could have easily predicted, but we'll see if they go for a wider defense. It looked like when they had Nick over there playing East Stairs for longer, that they were able to hold this site a lot better against PSA in that second round, I believe it was. Okay, yeah, I was hoping. I did not know if they were going to reinforce the armory wall there.
I was a little bit concerned after them.
Yeah. It looked like the smoke was confused too.
Yeah.
He was like looking at the
like, wait, guys? Excuse me?
Wait.
Did we not?
I thought you were bringing the reinforcement.
Oh no.
Alright, and it looks like PSU is spawning over in the valley.
Stairs and recruit.
Yeah. Oh gosh. It does look like Femo is taking a bit more passive of a role here, droning for his team. And we already have Strike, the human drone.
The human drone.
I mean, as far as human or like ops to quote drone on, it's his if he is one of the best ones too. She is the Swiss Army of the operators.
Are you?
Did he get it? Oh my god.
Okay. So, Jump Guy put his thermite charge on the wall before the Thatcher grenade went off. So, you know, he's going to say, throw it as I plant it. And the Thatcher did not throw it fast enough, so the thermite charge died to the battery that was already on the wall. But in the end, they will eventually get the wall, and that will get opened up. Just fall back off of the wall. Jump Guy will take some damage for his time, but still be very much on.
Oh gosh. It does look like Arcturus is playing around the downstairs up to east stairs. But it does not look like he has anybody that to sneak up on because it looks like a full armory push.
Yeah, PSA is going to lean very heavily on the armory here as Strike tries to make a push in. Start with the shotgun. Trying to slow them down as much as possible.
Any cheeky claymores this time?
Not yet. Not yet, but I have faith. Oh,
Ooh.
Well, there goes the human drone. If he'll fall to Nick, Arcturus will find a flank kill onto Jaws. Coming in all the way from Monitors itself. His Arms looking to get the refrag off for his team, but Arcturus will find 2 kills now. There goes Arms. There goes the Yin Candelas as the push tries to happen with Jump Guy down. And all of PSA's hope in Philo Demo's Arms will also fall to Bladehawk's LMG.
Is that a perfect defense?
It doesn't matter if you can't see, just hold left click.
Yeah. Is that, did they 5-0 him? I don't know.
I don't think any defender died. I could be incorrect.
Yeah, it was a very solid hold. Just, yeah, I think that's one of those situations where Nomad is available, you know? Or you gotta put something on your flank if nobody's gonna watch it there.
We'll now see the sides flip. PSA will get to defend Armory Locker's turn. See how powerful the Ying ends up being. As we'll see Bladehawk, Bladehawk opting away from the Thermite onto a Blitz. Get more aggressive himself. This might be the pocket pick that will make or break the map. So as we all can see, if SJSU is able to win this round, they will win the map. Nope, it'll go away from the onto the Buck. Thinking about it, there we go.
Yeah. And
onto
Pulse.
the Buck. Pulse will most likely be playing below. It's quite possible that Bladehawk and Arms will look to fight each other at some point in the round. As they both have very similar goals.
Okay. Looks...
They're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
And if Red Hole will get reinforced, try to control light line all the way down the hallway and attackers from all their rotations. The wall of office get reinforced once more. We'll see one left bare. Come on, PSA, and I know you can do it. I believe. Someone? No? Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Where? Someone? I'm confused. Hold on, so 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. There's one reinforcement left. Somebody has it.
Oof. Somebody's gonna get in trouble.
Someone's getting in trouble. And that will go below, trying to push onto the site from possibly get a frag grenade kill onto a bandit, but there will be no one on the wall. Frag grenade kill will find nothing. A valiant effort none. Letter is already up against this fall, and there goes the Claymore. Off. So Bladehawk will come in below and try to clear out half wall. It does appear. While Arms look to roam a little bit away, hanging out in the bathroom. The more. Oh no.
We didn't see anything.
I feel like he just maybe got it caught on the window.
I mean, I think if you're
That's problematic.
try to throw it from outside, and it
That is
rebounded.
not what you want to see on match point of the series.
At least it's not the other way around, and they do have.
Very
Well,
true.
I'm not gonna say anything yet. Leary is online.
Hmm?
Okay. Oh, the little notification thing popped up. I don't know if that's on the. No, I'm just gonna be quiet now. We have Stutter, and we have the Thermite was able to open up the wall there. It's just muted off with no bandit being taken.
It's worth pointing out that despite the buck falling, he was able to. Attackers were able to clear off the half wall. Capito with one firebolt remaining. A plant could be attempted here if they really wanted to try, as the walls is closed off. And
yeah, and they do have the
firebolt
smokes.
will be able to stop the rotation. It might be. It's possible that Thermite might want to go for it right now. We'll just see with the wall bang through the wall. There goes Kitten with an AK. The Thermite as well. Now looking to possibly get the plant off in return. There are two remaining members of SJSU just very, very fixated on this wall. The Arcturus look to push in through the smoke, and the shotgun through the wall. There goes Stutter as well. 1-1, but Jaws will get the quick refrag as Arcturus will fall as well. Last man will be Nick all the way downstairs. Why? Why though?
I mean, maybe he was hunting that pulse. I'm not, but still,
Where's he
you
go-
gotta be
what?
with your team when you.
I mean, he'll kill the pulse, but he's kind of out of time now. I'm not really sure why the Ash opted to go for that.
Yeah. I'm not sure either.
But if you don't know, the term is low impact frags.
Yeah.
And Ash will look to rush in here without any bullets in her gun, and he'll get spotted out by Maestro
Nick.
Camera, and Jaws will find the
Taken. Yes. Oh, and now we go into the final
The
round.
final round of the map. They will go all 13 rounds.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. And they will not be able to go upstairs this time, so probably Vent's workshop. And we'll see if they're able to hold it this time.
This round is for all the marbles. It's important that Bladehawk does not tilt, as he did get killed by his own frag grenade in the last round.
Yeah, just got to make up for it this time.
Exactly, he's got to make up for it. There's hope.
And we do see a. Well, I'm gonna wait until the 6-pick happens before I say anything this time. But if PSA does decide to bring this Buck, this will be the first time they brought Buck in this match, and he can be very, very deadly on this site if they can maintain armory and make an armory take and maintain it.
Yeah.
Is what I was trying to say. But
So far,
yeah,
both
we'll
teams
see.
have had somewhat of an issue pulling it off.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's just, I think they get somewhat of a tunnel vision when they take a site, and all it takes is one flank, and it all disintegrates. So, we'll see how many people they actually commit to the armory, and or just upstairs in general. We will not see a roaming smoke this round from Stutter.
Not this time.
Not this time. Okay. Looks like
There's
we'll
prepping.
have...
Go for the possible jump out happening later on. They also prep the window for sandwich. Both very strong counters to a window push on the first floor. Well, we'll see PSA attack this very much the same way that they've attacked the other two rounds, getting lots of drone information early in the round. We'll see Arms and Strike both push, instead of pushing from the normal route, which is pretty often monitors push in, across the way. Side of the map.
Yeah, right. It could bump right into Bladehawk over there. As he's trying to open up that peak. I don't necessarily know.
The Arms already in the office here. Ooh, the wall bang through the wall! There goes Bladehawk!
Ooh.
A strike will find him. A incredibly lucky kill as Bladehawk will die in the first few minutes of the round for 2 rounds in a row. Well, Arcturus will take a significant amount of damage for his time. Possibly going for the run out here on Jump Guy. Not quite fighting it, but he will in the end, but he'll pay for it with his life.
Yeah, now we're
Admittedly, a
43.
little sloppy.
Yeah, they do have the upstairs control we talked about before, and maybe we'll see Buck start to open some things up.
Most importantly, they were able to that upstairs control with a lot of time to work with here. They have Arms on the Buck, able to get a lot of vertical pressure if he is able to sell it and keep for that. They have a full minute and a half to work with. Start opening up vertical sight lines. Okay, Arms stressing me out.
Yeah, no,
Don't do that.
I almost had an aneurysm.
2 frag grenade kills in a row.
Yeah. Gosh,
Oh,
my thyroid's acting up from that one. Oh god. Yeah, so it looks like we have Emma watching window.
We'll find 1 kill. There goes Strike.
Yeah.
Put her with the shotgun kill. There goes Jaws. Trying to be tucked away in the corner against the Glaz. Glaz will miss everything! What is happening? Femo, why? Question here. As they're running out of time, 36 seconds left on the clock and counting. He wasn't able to get the diffuser, however. Why? The diffuser? Fuck. That's interesting.
Oh, man. Whew.
Left standing 4 arms. It's for the defenders.
About 15 seconds left, and we'll see if he can pull this off.
The wall not quite able to connect to his arms. Will be able to hold his angle. Running out of time, however. 5 seconds and counting. We'll try to stay alive, and the shotgun from around the corner. Stoddard will find arms.
And SJSU takes map 1. Man. Well played. That was indeed a hard-fought victory. It was intense.
Turtis with 13 frags. Arms and Femo Demo with 14 and 13 respectively. That was a barn burner.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that was intense. And now we'll be moving on to SJSU's map bank, where they will be attacking first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a few moments. I need to get some water. That match killed my voice just a little bit. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching.
Cool. Oh, man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And as you hear my smuttery, bootery voice, oh my god, I can't talk. Hi, it's Duke. How is everybody? We're gonna be heading into map 2, Bank. How have you been, Colgate?
Pretty good. Been on the grind. 13 rounds casted. We'll see how many more there are. Yeah, it's been pretty solid match. Very back and forth. Both teams got some really talented players. And yeah, we'll see if there's a Ying ban this time.
It's very possible. Even with the Ying rebounds, she was a bit of a devil there in that past game.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll... Interesting that PSA is the one banning Glaz. They did seem to use him a lot, and I guess there's a SJSU target ban on to the Monty. Once
These bans are going fast. My god, I haven't seen this happen in a while, actually.
Yeah.
Entirely Mirror Montaigne, and Glaz already banned. Jeez, okay, we're just running into it. We're just running to the bank. There is no debate about what's going to happen. Instead, we're just going to keep rolling as Penn State comes into the second map already. at a disadvantage because this isn't their pick. Let's remember, ladies and gentlemen. They wanted to go somewhere else, and that somewhere else was not favorable to them. But heading into round one. Predictions, hopes, dreams, soliloquies.
I don't know. They'll have the 2 nitros on defense. No smoke, kind of interesting. Or at least if they don't 6-pick, but I don't know. Also, no Thatcher, which is kind of interesting.
I find it interesting that however much smoke is a staple of defense in a lot of maps, they still don't, and smoke still has like slowly rotated out of the meta.
Yeah.
Just because teams have realized, okay, you can gain some time, but at the same time, you're literally tasking a person to be stationary at this point and not be flexible at all.
Yeah, we did see some interesting roaming from Stutter last game. Or I wouldn't even say roaming, but he was just like, well, yeah, kind of roaming, and he was able to get some really aggressive angles and actually get a couple kills playing as smoke, which was interesting. But I don't know, it is kind of a very like not sacrificial pick, but you're not. It like kind of limits your creativity on defense. I think if you're gonna do a smoke hold, and these teams have been somewhat creative this game. We did see the 6-pick onto the Valkyrie, which one C from the Pulse, so just one nitro to another nitro for that.
Well,
defense.
Yeah. Kind of heading to the action phase here. It's already 30 seconds to action phase. What am I doing? What am I doing? Anyways, 30 seconds in. Penn State actually trying to hold these stairs a little bit aggressively with arms possibly looking up at the skylight. No member of San Jose's team has actually gone outside, and looks like Strike. Oh, I thought Strike was actually going to go for that stock flank, but sorry, Stock's flank, but it just did not happen.
Yeah,
instead,
he was being jackal tracked.
It could be that he's setting up a bait at the moment, but I don't have. Okay. There we go. Okay,
There
I can
is,
see.
yeah.
I can see.
I wasn't sure if that was just me.
No, that was both of us. Okay. Anyways, Bladehawk has already made it all the way into lobby, and Strike is going to be watching for anybody trying to flank, get him, but immediately around the corner, Bladehawk takes the head off Strike. 4v5, 1 man 30. That being said, San Jose still has an uphill battle.
Yeah.
To get down there. What do you think they still need to do? Oh, sorry.
I mean, either open up some of the like ceiling hatches, you know, you just well they they do have Habana. I don't know if she's used anything. We do see Bladehawk using that blowtorch to open up one of the hatches, and it did look like Habana actually did open up the hatch into server. But yeah, just I mean, get into the basement is what I would say at this point, you know, or at least hold some more aggressive angles. You need to get probably one more pick to feel at least a little bit more comfortable. The defenders do still have 2 nitros.
It definitely doesn't help that it's been a pretty quiet round, though. That one frag onto Strike, who roamer and could have gone for flank around his time. But as we say that 25 seconds down, they're going to go ahead and start breaching into A side, trying to get that plant down.
Yeah, and they only had the one Habana like thing of the pellets, so yeah.
As you said that, Jumpy Guy is gonna go down to Bladehawk, but Jaws is gonna quickly refrag onto Bladehawk, but Penn State is going to have to contend with having to retake side. Arms takes down Stutter. The Arcturus refrags onto Femodemo. It's a 2v3. Arcturus is gonna be watching above from the hatch, trying to keep the diffuser safe, while the rest of his team is trying to maintain servers. It's just down to well, Kitten with an AK takes down Jaws, and it's down to literally just Arms. Arms is possibly going to go down blue or drop down this hatch. He does need to work with whoever is on the hatch, but Arcturus, being behind the desk, hidden, headshots Arms, and San Jose will win round 1.
Yeah, that was... Oh no, I think the cards were almost still against SJSU in that round. I think that they had like all these like slight disadvantages with you, like how they use their utility, and you know, everything being so slow and the defenders having so much utility, but they really just executed perfectly like with what they had. And I think that was really their it was PSU's round to lose, and they lost. So we'll see if they can put up a better defense this round.
It's definitely telling with how easily San Jose just had that plant practiced, to the point where despite not having that extra frag going into the plant, they were still very comfortable with just opening up a prone hole, well, crawl hole into the site and planting there instead.
Yeah.
It also matched up with very well with Bladehawk flanking in from the garage and distracting Penn State from the plant going down.
It's like when you have those defenders, it's like everybody seems to be watching one direction, which I think was kind of the downfall of PSU or PSA in that border match. There were a couple instances where they were gaining control of an area of the map or control of sites, and they just kind of really got tunnel vision and looked, you know, and we're just all kind of watching the same direction, and SJSU was able to pull off a really good flank in both situations. So
I hear that. Well, 20 seconds into the action phase of round 2. So far, no frags have gone down. It's actually a very mellow round happening at the moment. Strike once again roaming upstairs, trying to catch San Jose off guard, trying to see if they can find anybody. Oh, but he is going to go ahead and get droned out a little bit despite being vigil, and he is going a little bit nuts trying to figure out where he's going to get attacked from. Arms, however, is going to find Stutter, possibly trying to catch him on the fact to catch San Jose on the fact that they were possibly focusing more on Strike and using that to his advantage for a surprise headshot. You know, yeah. Arcturus will strike out, well, Strike, and Jaws will dunk on Arcturus.
Was that the Law and Order noise?
Well, I was trying more to go for the Jaws theme, like dun dun.
I feel like,
you know,
both are appropriate.
both are appropriate. I will agree to that. I mean, we are in Bank. We're in an urban scenario. I wouldn't be surprised if
Ice Cube, or no, Ice-T shows up.
Ice-T shows up with Ice Cube as his partner.
Oh man.
Now you're telling me that all of these... No, I can't do it. I can't do a good Ice-T impression, but he's always got that same intonation when he's talking about, you know, whatever case they're doing. Arm's gonna go ahead and take Bladehawk, much to Ice-T's surprise, and keep open for himself.
When will Ice-T cast a CEA match? That's what I want to know. Next season, guys. It's goals.
Depends on what our budget is for celebrities. But however, Jaws is gonna go ahead and Nick Steve's Kitten with an AK is gonna take on Jaws, and it's going to be a 3v1. 45 seconds and a dream. Right now he's gonna go ahead and take the head off of Demo, and going to go ahead and fight the Maestro. Take down Jumpy Guy. It's looking like a very good round. No! Arms! Did he jump down the hatch and take him down, or did he come in from... No, he came in from the hallway and takes him down. Like, not expecting it at all. That Kitten with an AK having an excellent round up until the point where Arms just managed to shut it down. That clutch was evident. That clutch was incoming, and Arms slapped it down.
Not today. Oh man. And now they will be going Teller's Archives, it appears, for their second fence in the third round, or second site that they go to in this third round.
Mm-hmm. So, what went well, what went wrong? That round, it seems like Penn State took a lot more control over the refrag capabilities of the map, and in the end, it turns out that that's pretty powerful. They took a lot more frags, and then San Jose had to contend with trying to get a clutch off of Kid with an AK, and it just didn't work out as Arms managed to outgun in the end, despite, you know, actually managing to make quite a bit of progress in the end.
Yeah, it was. Could have really gone either way at the end there. It would have been nice to see a clutch pulled off, but yeah, now we'll see how they're able to hold Archives, which
Well, we're seeing a bit of a rotation hole there next to the door. I'm not too sure about, but same time, it looks like Strike is gonna be holding the below, possibly trying to shoot people from the doors.
yeah, maybe, I don't know, opening up impact hole and defaults plant sites, maybe. But I mean, you really, I feel like, got to be playing above the site on this map because it is all soft, and the attackers are bringing a sledge, which can be very scary. Even though there are no hatches, you can just, I don't know, do some serious remodeling and basically make it that inside of the site there is no cover for defenders or attackers, vice versa, depending if it's a retake. We'll just have to see.
Moving in, almost a minute down already, and Jose still deciding how they want to collapse onto this, and choosing to take control of the second floor. Cam's going to be down, and Stutter is going to be looking for the frags. However, there is somebody upstairs. There's two defenders upstairs trying to hold it. It's Femo in Janitorial, and Strike just around the corner on main stairs, trying to hold off and try to keep Femo Demos alive. However, Strike is not going to manage to do it. He, however, is going to fire a few rounds into stocks, and then Bladehawk comes around the corner, fires onto him, and takes down Strike.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid take. Takedown of the roamers, and now I almost said NWA because of that tag there on Bladehawk, but SJSU will have pretty much like complete control of upstairs. And
yeah, free roam. They just have free roam with the second floor, and it's down to 75 seconds. They can drone to their heart's content, and it's a 5v3. It's a 2-operator advantage.
yeah, and Jumpy Guy is down to about 25 health as well, which is not good for him.
Meanwhile, they are still deciding on how they're going to collapse on the site. There is one person missing from site, however, and that's Arms. Arms is actually going to be holding the elevator at this point. A little bit late to be doing this. Well, however, it might actually work in their favor, depending on how SJSU pushes this, but it looks like they're going to go for collapse onto B site and not really going to worry about the other side. In fact, that's probably going to disarm whatever Arms is doing right there. As Arms takes the head off next D's. And, oh, Bladehawk takes down Jaws. We are not getting any Dantons at this time around as Stutters takes down Arms on the flank, and it's down to a 1v4, and Bladehawk takes down Jumpy Guy.
I think it'll be interesting to see now if PSA decides to attempt the same site again, or if they go to CEO potentially. That didn't really seem to work too well for them with the 2-floor defense there. Might.
Well, so it looked to me like a lot of they attempted to do a bit of support to whoever was roaming upstairs trying to maintain Janitorial, and the angles from Strike just weren't there to cover Femo from keeping that control of Janitorial. And in fact, as Strike tried to move in for the refrag, he instead got caught up with whoever it was that was in stocks, and then immediately got crossed off himself.
Yeah, I think it's. Well, no, that's not true. I rescind what I was gonna say.
So maybe Strike should have played it a little bit closer to Femo, and that could have gotten him the refrag, or at least they could have crossed off Bladehawk early on. Because those two frags were Bladehawk. Those were fully Bladehawk. He entered Janitorial, took down Famo, and then got back out and took down Strike. That was all him, with a little bit of distraction from whoever was in stocks. I am sorry, I did not see who it was. Possibly could have been Arcturus. Also could have been somebody else.
Yeah, I think that that was the big thing. They should have maybe just stuck a little closer together. It seemed to me like Strike maybe. It's not that like playing the stairs isn't completely committing to the upstairs hold, but it's like maybe if he had stuck somewhere more like in the office or meeting, he could have potentially backed up Femo a little bit better.
I hear that.
Yeah.
And well, we'll see if he learns from those choices this time around, as Penn State is going for the same type of hold, not really changing anything at all. In fact, they have the same setup, the same operators, the same boys, just holding those sites. Okay, there's one Valkyrie, so that's okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyways, Nick Steve is already going to be droning out the upstairs, trying to find Femo. Actually, no, as I say that they were doing the same holds, it looks like they actually asked Femo to hold up and come back to site and stay on site as an anchor instead.
Yeah,
possibly
really.
trying to maintain that utility.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess we do have Strike this time actually staying down in the vault.
Along with arms. In the blue stairs. It looks like they're gonna go for a bit more of a passive roam at this point, where they're trying to force San Jose to actually actively drone for them and use up time.
Yeah,
It's not a bad strategy.
And then maybe just kind of play for the retake, it seems. Oh,
Jumpy Guy's gonna go down to Stutter, and he's gonna continue doing work upstairs, trying to open up that verticality, trying to find some heads to pop as he moves back and forth to CEO, also making sure that he's not getting possibly C4'd from below, and going to high and shoot down as Arcturus finds strikes, Bladehawk finds arms, and a knee is found, and down goes Famo. It just did not work out to be able to. Oh, everybody's going to be down, and it's down to just Jaws. Let's see if Shark can get his here, and as he tries, he does take down Arcturus, and is down to just a shotgun. The SMG-11 completely out of ammo. I did not know he had that skin. He's going to turn around, try to shoot around the corner of the printer, but Kid and AK is instead going to find him and take down Jaws simply through the wall. Oh, okay, it seemed to be more of a call-out where it, a call-out of where he generally was, and that round is going to go to San Jose. This is very much in the favor of San Jose right now, with 2 points up. This is not looking good for Penn State.
I think they know how to play their map, it looks like. And I think it definitely seems like PSA, I don't know, they just haven't been able to find their feet on this archive site quite yet. They are able to go back to basement for their final defensive round of the half.
They managed to win this, still just, mitigate however much damage San Jose did with that 2-point lead. But if they lose this, well, we're closer to game end. As even though it is best of 3, we only go 2 maps to whoever's winning.
Yes. Oh man.
But anyways, what? Strike!
What happened?
What happened? Okay, it looks like maybe a couple of stray impacts did take him out, and that's going to be unfortunate because that's going to be 2 entire stim pistol shots off the board. No, instead he only gets 1, and he's going to walk around with 50. Very daring.
Yeah.
I think that the tension is high for Penn State at the moment. They know that they haven't won the last 2 rounds. They know that they have to win this final defense round, and they're trying their best, but don't let the nerves get to you. Calm down, take a bath with some bath salt. No, that's the wrong thing. I meant bath bombs. Bath bombs. Don't use bath salts.
Well, you could use bath salts just as intended. Like Epsom salt, man. Whew. Feels so good. Yeah, I take baths. I take bats. On occasion. Yes, let's not talk about bats anymore. We have, it looks like Stutter is going in via CEO. Might try to open up.
Strike is there, and he
Oh!
jumps out for the frag! Stutter down to Strike, and Strike tries to go for getting back in. It could have tried to drop down into the sewer, but instead he's going to get picked up by Nick Steez, and Nick Steez is going to triumphantly walk back into the building and make it an even 4-4.
Yeah.
1-3. That was a good play from Strike.
Yeah. Half health. Able to
Getting
get
the
kill.
sledge out. Getting the sledge off the board. That's verticality. Not completely off the board. You still have Arcturus and Nixie's rocking the Jackal and Ash.
Yeah,
But-
and it is again not archived, so that vertical play obviously is always a good thing, but it's not quite as paramount on this site. As long as the Habana is able to open up some of the reinforced hatches. Oh, and Nixie is able to get a kill over on to Jaws.
Looks like he heard the theme of Jaws and just turned around and shot. Meanwhile, Kid with an AK is going to be pushing down onto servers, possibly looking to start the opening here up of the site. 70 seconds to go. It's already seeming a little bit worse off for Penn State, especially since they're one man down compared to San Jose. Femo trying to hold here with the little long angles with an ACOG, and Arms just not quite sure what he's doing in gold, but possibly going to be just watching his
Cams, maybe waiting to see get a C4 in.
But Arcturus is going to find Femodemo in red, and the Maestro is going to be playing from Garage, trying to possibly take down Arcturus and the rest of his comrades in servers. At the moment, Arms is going to see that somebody's trying to push up onto the door from CCTV. Kid with an AK, however, is going to be able to be smoked off here and plant. And Arms is going to try to put down a C4. It misses it, but headshots Bladehawk. It's unfortunate, but he is down at the moment. The plant is going down. Jumpy is going to go ahead and choose to go for the revive instead of the frags. Kitten with an AK takes down Jumpy Guy and is down to just Arms. Can Arms clutch it with 20 health and a dream? It's down to, yep, still 20 health and a dream, but Kitten with an AK is going to say no. Arms.
Yeah.
Goes down to Kitten with an AK.
And AK been being fantastic this game. Almost pulled off that clutch earlier and just landing a lot of really good shots using their utility well.
Well, it's going into round 6. San Jose just needs 2 points to win.
And now they can defend as they wish, and it is their map after all, so they probably got some pretty solid strats.
I'm pretty sure you could make a supercut of the next thing I'm about to say. And it's a lot easier to coordinate on the fence than it is to coordinate on attack. You can make a supercut of this, and I'm pretty sure it'd be a 20-minute long video of every time I've said that on stream live to everybody here.
I think if it were for me, it would be, we'll just have to see. So we'll just have to see if planning on defense is easier than planning on attack. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be
Okay.
if they pull off this defense. I'd like to see how. Well, I'm interested to see how SJSU plays on other sites, or what their second site after basement is. I think basement's kind of pretty cut and dry for how people play it on defense. It's just more the operators, and some utility is different. But I don't know. I know a lot of teams like Archives, some teams like CEO. So I don't know. I mean, we're seeing a castle here, which is interesting. And a rook too, which we haven't seen all. I don't think we've seen a rook all day.
I believe Rook is probably one of the safest operator picks that you can make in Siege.
Yeah.
Because he's not necessarily a bad pick, and he's not necessarily the best pick either. He's got utility from his impacts, and he's also got if you know that the other team isn't going to be going for a lot of headshots, Rook is invaluable in keeping your teammates alive. He is just invaluable. and it looks like they're going for an all the way a second floor hold from janitorial onto the hatch in little office. Interestingly enough, along with bringing the Legion all the way upstairs to try and hold it too.
Yeah, I think probably just trying to burn a lot of time on the roam clearing. I think they feel like they're in the driver's seat of this game, being 4-1 up, and I think they can afford to be a bit more aggressive with their confidence. See Jaws lurking on the west window, trying to get a pick onto one of these roamers. But
Doing his best here, and it looks like the castle is going to be looking around the corner, but Nick Seas is going to find Femo, and he's going to cross him off, a drone as well, and the economy is going to be offset with that. What do I mean by drone economy? Well, there's 10 drones. If you lose all your drones, then you lose a lot of information. Arms, however, is going to cross off Nick Seas and offset the operator economy, as Stutter is trying to fight Arms here, trying to pre-fire onto the door in electric room. Not going to find his target,
does he see that Claymore?
Yes, he does. He doesn't have a lot of time to get rid of that. But Jumpy Guy is planting the diffuser at the moment, and he's going to manage to do it, I think. Despite there being smoke, and the smoke just whiffed. Bladehawk's smoke just whiffed. And the retake is going to need to happen. Stutter is going to come from the corner. Trying to look into servers, trying to find somebody. Does not see anybody instead.
Ooh, I think he saw him that time. Maybe?
Arcturus takes down Jumpy Guy. It's a 3v4 at the moment. Stutters needs to push into servers. Oh, he sees the bullets. From there, he tries to shoot. Stutter goes down to Strike. Strike takes down Bladehawk. And San Jose manages to defuse. Where was the rest of the attack there?
Wow.
Arcturus, using the distraction from both his teammates who gave their lives, manages to just get on the diffuser and just take over the entire round. They didn't even need to retake. There was no retake really happened. They just managed to hold off onto the tip. Oh, sorry.
It's a really intense distraction. Like, I think it was just he went for the fuse and the rest of his team. I think that's some really good communication there, or it's just a good read.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was insane. That's something that probably shouldn't happen. But I think either individual brilliance or fantastic communication pulled that off for them. Oh my gosh. And now we're on to map and match point, I guess you would say. And they are going to CEO as opposed to archive. So we'll see how they play this. They are bringing the castle, so we'll see if they do this janitor rotation like we see some teams do.
Possible. Let's see that. Wow. Oh. Okay, he cut out for a bit for me. I was very confused as to what was happening. But anyways, CEO. I've seen a few different strategies of this site, and barring Amira, I haven't seen it be overly viable. And it's not overly viable mainly because of those windows facing the outside.
Yeah. Well, we do have glass band. I was gonna say that earlier when PSA was on defense about potentially going to this upstairs site. I know that glass playing on the windows is the fear of almost every team playing defense on CEO. Mm-hmm. But having it negated is kind of nice. They did put a castle on Banana instead of the kind of 2 on the windows of, I don't even know what you call that outside area. They did do regular barricades though. Mm-hmm. On it. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. It does look like they're playing it pretty wide with only 3 people playing like on the sites. Or no, 4.
It is 4.
Stutter's playing over in stock.
Let's hope they don't play it tall and overpopulate themselves. As Bladehawk takes on Femo demo. Sorry, that was a Civ reference. I shouldn't have been doing that. And Bladehawk is just outside, Femo is dead, and the Maestro just... His rank is just really relaxing over here, trying to get some pot shots here. here and there. Not gonna get shot too much. In fact, he's managing to keep this fight up, and finally goes down to Jaws. Dun dun. Another victim as Jumpy Guy takes on Sutter, but Nixties is gonna go ahead and take down Jaws himself, slaying the shark and not letting them have another one. It is now down to a 3v3. Strike is very much low, 20 down to 20. He got down during that entire chaos, and it's looking bad for Penn State at the moment. So down to 80 seconds. It's a lot of time for an attack, but still, 3v3. Two of your attackers are already injured. It's not looking good.
No, it's not. We'll see. Oh, if he can. He still has one frag grenade. He could potentially get rid of those bandit charges. Maybe have the thermite come in and open it up. But
was that a C4 or no? Okay, he's gonna go ahead
yes.
and try to. No, that is a C4.
He can't reach it.
He might as well just set it off.
Well, I think he sets it off.
Oh no! Nick Sees almost gets down by the grenade, and he's gonna go ahead and use his own C4, and he's going to be wary of that opening of the wall. He's gonna be very bold here and try to actually push onto the opening, try to go around the corner, takes down the thermite. Jumping Guy goes down. It's a 2v3. He's gonna go around for another frag here and takes down both Strike and Arms. And San Jose is going to win out the series and go to the finals of Open League.
Yeah, that was convincing. I would say, like, resounding. That first map was very competitive, but SJSU really just brought that one home. I say, we want it. We want to go. Well, that is the thing. Both of these teams could potentially go to Invite League for next season, I believe. I'm not really sure how that is. It
we're going to be talking about that more in the Discord after this, as the third place match still does need to happen so that we can determine which teams are going to be going up. So what went badly for Penn State there? It seemed like it was a weaker map for them. It seemed like San Jose knew a lot more of the nooks and crannies of what was happening consistently.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those examples of I don't know. I mean when you have the vertical play, like when you're defending archives and you either completely don't. I mean, you have to hold upstairs at least for like half the round, and they weren't able to do that either round, either when they tried to or when they just kind of gave it up. And when you lose. And when you lose that many rounds on defense on a map that you might not practice as much, it's tough to come back from.
You have to add on to that the fact that, Bank is a defense-oriented map, despite, having some of the weirdest sites in competitive right now. The fact is that if you lose a lot of defense rounds when you start out defending, it's very likely that you're going to lose out that map.
Yeah.
You're going to lose that, and you're going to lose out the series, as it happened to Penn State.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it happens. It might, beg the question, should Penn State practice Bank a little bit more, or just outright refuse to play it in future matches?
Yeah, I think something they'll have to talk about in their team. And yeah, but I don't know. Just try to keep your head up and come back fighting in your next match.
So,
whether it's promotion or what.
We have one more semifinals match for Open League happening this Sunday around 6 p.m. I believe. We'll be casting and hosting that one. We'll have here for you guys. And aside from that, if you guys have you guys heard of our summer league? Have you heard of our summer league?
Yes.
Koge?
Yes, I have.
Do you have a team in it?
I believe so, somewhat. Sort of. I don't know our official team name yet, but it's a team comprised of Virginia Tech, Campbell University, NC State, and one or two others. I can't remember exactly where everybody on my team goes, but yeah.
Yeah. But that's
just
fun. It's a lot of fun because this is one of the few chances in CEA where people actually get to play with people from other universities in their team and try to maybe maybe mix around that culture a little bit, exchange strategies, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You can sign up as a team, and you can sign up as an individual, and you just need to go over to our Twitter where all those forms are, and you can sign up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think signups might be closing out next week. We haven't confirmed that yet, but keep an eye on that. Otherwise, you might miss out. It apparently is going to be May 20th. Okay, I just heard a whisper from a ghost. Like a ghost literally just spoke to me in the middle of the cast. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.
Yeah. Peace.